All right, what's up? This is the Boston Mass, and we are here, ironically, in Boston, Mass, at A&C Nutrition, the amazing store. You're going to see this place is jam-packed with every supplement you can imagine. It's always packed with customers coming in here. Anyway, I am lucky enough to have my good friend Dana Linn Bailey here today, and I figured we'd sit down and chat. I haven't seen her in a while. And get caught up on
missed you, buddy.
what you've been doing. I miss you.
you.
He's hugged my Buddha. That's good luck, you know.
No, if I rub it.
Hard as
Holy
stone,
shit!
too.
Oh my god!
I'm not even flexing them either.
You have to feel this
That's
one,
flexing.
Joey.
Oh, cramp.
Oh,
Or poop. One of the two.
Is mine hard? Feel my Buddha.
Yeah, that's not a Buddha, though. It's
How
inverted.
about now?
That's really good. Wow. She's been working. Rob, you helped her out, man. Maybe there's a little,
No.
hopefully soon, anyway. So, we're going to do like a lightning round questions here. And I'm going to see if I can pull them out of my ass while I get them. So first, where you been in the last 3 months?
Montana. So we officially moved to Montana. We bought our house over the summer, and it has been the best decision of our life. It was always like our end-all goal, and we decided, why are we waiting until later? Let's speed this up and do it now.
Right. But you're doing something right at 30-something years old to be at your end-all goal already.
19.
Yeah, 1980.
Barely legal. 83.
So you own some acreage out there. You have some jet skis or no, what are they called? What are they called? Snowmobiles.
Timber sleds.
Timber sleds.
Timber sleds.
Yeah.
It is like a what do I call it? Like a dirt bike on tracks. It's crazy. Robert tried to kill himself, busted up his chest. He probably has a broken sternum or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do some snowboarding too.
Yeah. So we live right next to big mountains, so I can literally leave my house and be on a chairlift in 30 minutes.
Now, is this?
That's ideal.
Did you move out there because you love the woods, or are you sick of going to a local grocery store and having 1,000 people waiting in the parking lot?
No, I never had that. No,
Don't lie.
It's not that bad. No, we've been vacationing. So before Rob was born, this is why we started going there. Before Rob was born, it was Joy and Harry's last vacation before. I don't know if she was pregnant or before he was conceived or something, but it was before he came, and that was their last vacation. They took the train all the way out to Montana and actually backpack across Montana, and Joy would always talk about it nonstop. So back when we had no money, 11, 12 years ago, before Flagner Fail even started, for a Christmas present, he got me a manila folder, and he put a picture of Glacier National Park and different trails, the trail system. And he's like, one day when we have money, I'm going to take you there. And we didn't, when we were in our 20s, we had nothing. We were broke. We had made some business decisions before that, and then that's why we started Flagner Fail. And for the next couple years, every Christmas, he would add something else. And then finally, the one year, we went and bought sleeping bags. One year we bought a tent. And then finally, 5-6 years ago, we went for our anniversary. So then for the last 5 years, we've been going there for our anniversary. And it was our goal to live there. And now we do.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
So Rob's the thinker of the group, of the two of you.
Yeah. Very
He
considerate.
was planning years ago for this to
I
happen.
think more or less he was probably lazy and just never. But so he's like, "Oh, I'll just print something out and give it to her." Promise
That's
me
brilliant.
something. Just keep her. Don't let him do that.
Brilliant. So speaking of Flagner Fail, how's that going?
Everything's going good. So we moved our entire business out there. It's sad that we had to leave a bunch of people. We left Joey behind, but now he pretty much is in a 40,000 square foot warehouse with 2 other people. But
Awesome.
so he runs our supplement line from there. So run everything still in Reading, Pennsylvania, because their ship point is better. But we brought everything Flagner Fail with us. So we bought a warehouse. We have 3 employees, and now we pack orders again, which kind of takes us back to the roots. That's where we started, us packing the orders, folding shirts, printing, and it's kind of fun to go back and start over again.
I think a lot of people can learn a lot from you guys in how you do things. And you've always been that way, where you keep it tight, keep your whole business tight with almost like a little family.
Yeah.
You guys travel together, you do everything together.
Yeah.
It's all a trustworthy group. Mm-hmm. And if you get on Rob's bad side, you're gone.
Yeah,
I know
much.
that's happened a few times too,
Yeah.
but for the most part, people know how hard Rob and you work, and they try to emulate that. And any good business starts that way from the top down. You know, so your lowest guy on the totem pole kicks ass for you guys.
Yeah.
You know, what's his name, the little cutie pie with the black hair?
Austin,
you bastard! I was hoping you were gonna be here.
Oh.
But I think that's amazing that you guys now you're doing that also with your supplement line.
Yeah. Joey's like our little Austin now.
So Joey does everything. He does
Joey does
Flagman
everything.
Fill and
he
anything.
runs the supplement line.
Run
pretty much.
everything.
He pretty much runs everything.
There should be a picture of you on the bottle.
Yeah.
That's the next flavor.
Alright.
Next flavor, Joey flavor. Whatever that would be.
Nice. So where else are you going before you go home?
So we're heading up to Vermont to
Green Mountain Nutrition.
Green Mountain Nutrition.
And then we
Alright.
drive all the way home. We pick up
To
stuff.
Montana.
No, drive all. Well, I guess I can't call that home. Go back to my hometown to our gym that's still in Pennsylvania. So we still have the Warehouse Gym, and we're doing a New Year's party. So this will be the 3rd annual Warehouse Gym New Year's party. We open up at 10:30 and we just lift weights till 2 a.m. and eat pizza.
That's a blast. No booze.
What?
No booze?
I mean,
Don't
we
lie.
might.
I might come down there and
You should come.
smuggle in some
And you
Patron.
come to the Simba room. We call it the Simba room.
Yeah.
We may or may not do shots.
All right.
I don't know.
That sounds good.
Cool.
All right. Before I let you go, I want to touch upon your competitive career in the lack thereof now, or if there's
Well, it's just
any
a different
plans.
avenue.
I get it, but these people might not.
Oh, yeah.
So you
I'm not-
were Miss Olympia, the first ever physique Olympia,
First ever everything.
Yeah,
First
right?
ever pro, first ever Miss Olympia.
right? Those are all amazing
yeah,
things.
It is.
What made you stop?
Actually, I'll blame that on Rob Bailey. Because honestly,
It's always the guy.
it really is.
No, it's
but
the
he did
loved
it out
ones.
of a like pure reason. Because what people don't realize, like, competing does something to you. Like, I don't know if you're the same way, but it kind of changes the way you think about food. It changes the way you think about training. So competing for the last 11 years of my life, you get in this mode, like, this is what I am, this is what I do. And like missing a training session would throw me through a loop. Like, I'd be a mess. Or like going out to eat and then eating something that you would never eat, like a cookie or a brownie or whatever, and it would just tear me up. Like, I would eat it and I would love every minute, and as soon as I would get home, I would be a mess.
You get on the
And-
step mill.
Yeah, or like, yeah, I end up and I do extra cardio, and it's like, you only live once, and like, it takes control of your life that you do need to take a little step back and just give yourself a break. And I've never really had an off season, because I would compete at least twice a year. So it would be like, even if it was like the Olympia, I'd have maybe a month off and I'd have to go right back into prep. So that month, I would be like binging and like, I need to eat all the cookies because soon I'm not going to be able to do any of this. So then you end up and you're like fluctuating more than you should. Whereas now I haven't competed since the Arnold, what was that, 14, 15, something? I don't even remember. So it's like a solid over 2 years off, and I'm in probably the best shape of my life. Not to be an asshole, but I'm not trying at all. Like, I don't diet, I eat whatever I want, I barely do cardio, and I'm healthy. Like, I look better now. There's no fluctuation in anything because I'm not stressed out about like what I'm eating. I allow myself to, like, if I want a freaking cookie, I'm gonna eat a cookie, and it doesn't like make me go crazy.
You're doing it for fun.
I am doing it for fun, and it's nice to take a break. But there was that competitive side to me because I've been an athlete my entire life, so I ended up and got into powerlifting. Austin does powerlifting, like everyone at our gym does powerlifting, so I said, hey, why not? So I tested it out, did pretty well, went to nationals, did pretty well. Now I'm going to the Arnold and hopefully going to do well.
Oh, wow. How awesome would that be if you won there?
Well, my whole goal, secretively, I want to compete secretively, that I'm telling everybody that's watching. Secretively, I want to compete in the same weekend, a bodybuilding, like, compete in physique, and then compete for the USAPL, like, that day, next day. And that's what I wanted to do for the Arnold, but it didn't match up.
Oh, it's not the same day?
No, they compete at the same time, pretty much, so it didn't match up. Because what other athlete has ever done that? That, like, hopped off stage and went and did a powerlifting meet. And USAPL is drug tested and tested negative. So what other athlete can fucking do that? Sorry, I just swore on your thing.
No, that's beautiful. No, that's fine.
You know? So, I don't know. I think that would be cool, because I want to do things that, like, I've already been there. I've done that. I've won the Super Bowl of bodybuilding. So why keep going back and doing it the same way and the same thing? I want to do something different. So be the first to do that somehow.
I love it. I think it's huge for people to see that once your competitive career is over or you decide not to compete anymore, your life is not over.
Yeah,
there's
your life,
so much
there's
more
so
to do.
much things.
And there are other passions in life. You can have other things that you love to do, and you can go after them just like you have, and you've shown that. You can be at the top of this world and be so, like, into it and overly into it, and then stop like that and do the same thing somewhere else and be equally as successful. So I have so much respect for you for what you do and what you've been able to do and what you've shown people. I quickly want to say this. I was backstage when you won the Olympia, and I'm pumping up because our prejudging was when your finals were. And I'm pumping up, and I knew, and then all of a sudden I hear Bob Gigarello's name, voice, call you out. And it was the loudest scream. It's like Elvis came into the building. It was the loudest I've heard anything. I didn't even hear him say Dana Linn Bailey.
I don't even think I heard him.
It was just so loud that it gave me goosebumps backstage. It was
that's
a
what I
beautiful
missed.
thing.
So, for everyone's like, oh, so how do you feel to be retired? I'm like, retired? Retired from what? I can always go back. And I think that's what's more exciting is, like, if I just kept getting on stage year after year after year, like, obviously I try to better myself. But here, it's like, I don't know, spice things up a little bit. I feel like, no offense, they just keep doing the same show, like, keep doing it over and over. So now it's like, I don't know, try something else, come back, and then, I don't know, it makes it more surprising, like, if I do come back, what the hell will I look like?
You'll look beautiful, I'm
fucking
sure.
Shredded, man. So shredded. Just glutes feathered.
I'm thinking,
like
I'm gonna,
no,
once
probably
my
not
hip
at all.
totally gives out, I'll do the wheelchair division. And come out and kick some ass there.
You and Nick Scott will be.
Yeah, me and Nick are gonna smack it.
You like have wheelchair wars.
Yeah. All right, I think that's about enough. I really appreciate you sitting down with us.
Thank you.
And,
Appreciate it.
And we're gonna take some video when I go out to Montana and go snowboard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a
How
fat little
funny!
bastard.
Just picture that for like 1 second. Jose Raymond
rolling down the hill.
Not just snowboarding, just.
I'll be crying my eyes out. It's so
jumps.
frustrating. I go for like a foot and then bam, right back on my head and then back on my face. I'm like, where are my skis? That's what happened last time I went snowboarding.
Well, you can ski, but still, picture Jose Raymond skiing down the mountain.
It'll be fun.
A little meatball.
Yeah, we'll get that on video. Anyway,
meatball and sticks.
we're gonna leave now. You're gonna head up to Vermont. Where else are you going?
That's
Anywhere
it.
else?
Then
Any upcoming events?
Then
You
we
wanna
go
tell
to
people about?
LA Fit. Ooh, we're doing a women's in strength event. So it's something that I'm very passionate about, is talking to other women and just how the gym has played such an influence in my life and has built who I am and how I feel about myself. So it's a lot of like body image, all that kind of stuff. But that's January 27th at the Warehouse Gym. We'll be posting about that soon, and we're going to have an also special guest star. I don't know if you know Jen Thompson. She is also a USAPL athlete. Since I'm getting ready for the Arnold, I figured I'll pick another powerlifter. So I always try to bring in another guest. And she benches she opens up at like 315. It's insane.
Wow.
She's insane.
That's crazy.
She's so strong. So I mostly just want to meet her, and hopefully she'll give me tips on how to get stronger. But that's happening, and then the Arnold comes, and Arnold Australia, and then the game is just after that. It's just a roller coaster.
Yeah, it's
We'll
pretty
post
crazy.
where we're at.
All right, good enough. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And we'll see you again soon. This is Dana Linn Bailey in the Boston
And
Mass.
Jose Raymond.
Thank you. Thanks for watching. All right, this is the Boston Mass. Thanks again for watching. Now, if you're not subscribing, subscribe now. Tell all your friends to subscribe. If you haven't, do it now. All right?